At it again, and we got another one with Kirk, who we so love to check out because he's always destroying liberal logic. But anyway, before we hop into it, make sure you guys hit that like button, and if you are not subscribed to the channel already, hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. All right, join the family, and make sure you guys are following me on social media. Those links are down below in the description box. Instagram, Twitter, Truth Social, Discord server, all of that good stuff is down below. And with that being said, let's dive in.
I've been talking to the socialists for the past couple of days, and as I see none of them got up to talk, I wanted to ask a question that... Okay. Oh, hi. Okay, in that case, there was one question that was kind of burning a hole in my head. Capitalism obviously can help people when it's not impeded, but what happens when capitalism can be impeded by like a war zone? Like, for example, like in certain countries in Africa where you don't know if your business is going to be able to survive when rebels come in and take over. What's the point of having capitalism in that system when everything could be taken away in an instant?
Thoughtful question, thank you. That's why enumerating in the Constitution, of which I'm a big fan, the most important function of government is security. Is the military, and is to be able to establish the peaceful order. And that also is to be able to use local police to be able to prosecute criminals and to be able to go after people that do bad crimes. That is why, less government. So you want me to tell you what I believe government should do? Protect us. Protect our rights. That's it. Not the Department of Education, the EPA, the Department of Energy, the Department of Commerce.
Facts.
The Department of Health and Human Services, the Department of Housing and Urban Development, so on and so forth. So I'm a small government guy, but I also believe that the military has an important and viable function in our society. You could believe in both. So thank you for the question. It's a very good one, that when you have war, you cannot have peaceful transaction of goods and services, so on and so forth. So thank you for the question.
This question actually goes off the second question. Is it a correct assessment to say that if the United States cut our military spending, that Western Europe would be screwed as well, considering that we're the military might defending them, which allows them to, go through these socialist programs?
Very good question. So saying to cut I believe the military budget should be cut, but I do not believe that we should vacate our position in Western Europe. And yes, all these wonderful socialist republics are made possible thanks to our deterrent of any sort of advance of Russian aggression. I mean, what is the military budget of Sweden, of Denmark? They have next to none. So we subsidize European socialism. And President Trump is correct in saying the gig is up. Start paying us for doing this. And we should. So you're right.
I was going to say, woo, Charlie, I'm about to rail into you, my guy. I rock with you, but that is one statement that I disagree with. We should not just be bending over, no Vaseline type, like that just doesn't make any sense to me. It just doesn't make any sense. But of course, that's what we are doing. Joe recently said that we're going to pay third world countries for climate reparations or some crap. And I'm like, wait, what? What? Huh? The F are you talking about? Like, come on, man. What in the world is that? But yeah, I definitely agree. Pay your fair share. That's what the left always spews out. So it's the same thing for other countries. If we're going to help defend you, pay your fair share. Pay your fair share. I mean, we're trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in debt. I want to say like $27 trillion in debt or something like that. Like, why are we still spending money like crazy? Pay your fair share. Like, the U.S. taxpayers shouldn't be taking on that burden. All right? Like, come on. Sheesh, Louise. Anyway, so yeah, he definitely recovered on that one for sure. I've got another video that I wanted to jump into as well with Charlie Kirk. Let's dive into it.
I'm just saying, just about human nature, you said that women are more likely to be nurses.
Nurturers, that's correct.
Nurturers. Okay, but you said nursing was a major that most women went into.
And they earn more than male nurses, that's correct.
Okay.
Because nursing is akin to nurturing. Okay. Women find because of our Darwinian process of evolution, women were more likely to nurture young children, more likely to take care of the wounded soldiers.
Okay, so you're saying nursing is very nurturing and everything like
Typically.
that. Okay,
not always, not exclusively.
But the reason that women are predominantly nurses is because men were nurses predominantly before the Civil War, and then when the men went off to fight, women started becoming nurses because they didn't have enough men.
That's part of it. You know, the interesting point is women were not allowed to be nurses before the Civil War. So as soon as they were allowed to be nurses, that's right. So as soon as they opened it up in the Civil War, women nursing went up exponentially. That's just one instance, one example. And there's lots of fields where women earn more than men, and I'm okay with that.
Okay.
There's lots of fields where men earn more than women, and if it's justified on work ethic and commitment to the job or what you study, then everyone should be okay with that. The majors that perform the best, that had the highest likelihood to get you a high-paying job, petroleum engineering, finance, business engineering, okay, are almost 80 to 90% men. If you go into majors that have a low likelihood of getting a high-paying job, not that they're less important, it's just the reality of it. Psychology, sociology, teaching, pre-K education, they're almost all women. That's because how our construct is, who we are, our DNA, no matter how much social engineering you try to do, women are going to be more likely to go towards something where you listen, you nurture, and you develop young children or people in a position of vulnerability, and men are going to go in a place where you have to hunt, where you have to go after deals, where you have to process information. We can't change that. Now, in the individual fields, women usually earn more than men in psychology. Women earn more than men in the STEM fields when they actually go there. And I think we should have more women in STEM. But to blame it on the patriarchy, to blame it on sexism.
Another lie that's been propagated, unfortunately, when you compare apples to apples, actual apples to apples, women are slightly paid more than men. Very slightly. And I want to say, was it Google? It was one of these big companies that ended up doing like a study or something and found out that the women were paid more than the men significantly. And they had to correct that issue. So the problem with this whole, men versus women pay gap and everything else is that people aren't comparing apples to apples. They're just taking all men versus all women. Boom. Compare the two. Well, like you said, more men go into higher paying jobs than women. Not saying women don't go into some higher paying jobs, but typically women opt for, like you said, jobs that typically pay less than what men go for. So of course, when you compare the two statistics, I mean, you get this lopsided thing going on, but it's disingenuous because it's not apples to apples. Compare people in the same occupation, in the same field, with the same job experience, the same education, the same amount of hours worked, compare them. Compare those two people, not just men and women, because there's a lot of different variables that can fall into that. And the fact that people are like continuing with this is just like, it makes me want to pull my hair out, and I already don't have much anyway. It's like, come on, like it's obvious what's going on here. Men aren't paid more than women. Stop it. But sheesh Louise, I guess that's the fight we're in. We have to continuously fight to educate these folks on the actual truth of what's actually going on, because the left has done a great job of getting the lie out there. And now it's our job to go back through and clean it up as best as we can, and let these folks know, no, that's actually a lie. That's one thing the left is really, really good at, is getting something out there and making people believe it, because they just boom, 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 boom. They just continuously throw it in folks' face. Oh, gender pay gap. You know what I mean? It's just like, yo, that's a lie. And, you know, by the time they're done, you haven't even gotten a chance to get a single word in. So now these people are brainwashed and just repeating the whole thing all over again. And now you're coming in and you're just like, yo, that's a lie. Man, jeez Louise. Ah, man. Sometimes, you know, trying to, I don't even want to say convince people, but trying to, you know, talk to some people about the truth is a little bit exhausting. You know, because it's just like constantly something where it's just like, yo, that's a lie. They've just repeated it a lot, so now you believe it. Like, no. Here's a statistic. Matter of fact, I even have a video to explain it even further. Any of y'all feel me? You know, I'm still gonna do it because it needs to be done. But man, sheesh, can that be exhausting every single day? It feels like. Anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.